Burning bridges is my specialty. Dating dads is my fatality.
I'm a Broadway bear, and I'm here to take center stage.
Hello! I'm Hunter Harden.
And I'm Papa the Bear.
And welcome to The Real Housebears.
Hi, it's me, Luann. Can you play me in on my song? Thank you.
Feeling Jovani. Do, do, do. Feeling Jovani.
Feeling Jovani. Oh my God, I love your guys' your podcast is my favorite. I love it. It touches me very deeply.
It does.
How snatched is this closet?
This
closet is snatched. It's definitely uncool in here.
It is in
because
the hot
it's
closet.
very, very hot. Like Jovani.
Yeah.
Feeling Jovani. But I just wanted to say your guys' podcast is my favorite. It's just been such a pleasure listening to it for so long. And you know what? It just makes me so happy that you guys are together. And like Hunter says, this show is about growing. Learning.
Okay, Luann, it was nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Luann.
I have 10 more pages.
You know, good things come to those who wait, right?
No, you do not.
I have 10 more pages to go through. I'm sorry.
Funny that you did that as your podcast, because one of my memories for today was a story of my feeling chobani when I was eating the chobani yogurt.
Yes,
and I made this story of me eating chobani. That was on my memory today.
Well, I just feel like Crappie Lake is almost over, isn't it?
It is. It feels like there's only an episode or two left the way that they're talking about. We're going to still be here for it.
Yeah, because they're like, it's going to, next week, just before we leave. So it's like they have 1 week left there.
But then what are you going to do when you have to actually start doing New York references for your podcast?
Well, actually, I've been working on my Jenna Lyons.
I love it.
I just don't think, I'm trying to be there for it. So I just think, if I can just
finally we got
background.
Jenna Lyons in the hot closet.
You really need to watch the video. It's the body language that really sells.
You know, I feel like Jenna Lyons would be a sober version of our friend Heidi if she was into fashion.
I see that so much.
Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, it
Which
does.
everything that identifies a Jenna Lyons sober and fashion is not what Heidi is, but just the way that she moves and the way that she talks and their intelligence.
Well, plus they're just gorgeous.
And
too.
I bet Jenna Lyons is brilliant.
They're just both kind of soft talkers.
Yeah. Everyone who's listening is like, okay, we don't know who Heidi is, but thinks anyhow.
Heidi is a badass chick.
She's a badass chick like Holly V.
Yes, Holly Villanez.
Listen, I'm just going to call her. I'm calling her Holly V because I don't want to mispronounce their name. Holly V is a wonderful new person who is #HousebearsFamous.
Cheers. Cheers.
She gave us a rating on Spotify, but Spotify doesn't allow for a review. So they sent us a great review.
So instead they're like, this is my review. This is my very favorite podcast. Listening to The Real Housebears is like hanging out with two of your best friends.
Because we're best friends now, Holly V.
While they crack each other up about the ridiculous people and scenarios on Bravo's reality television. Featuring keen observations, playful sass, uncanny impersonations.
Amen to that.
Plenty of fur, yes ma'am. Thematic neon and camo outfits.
Yes.
And adorable but not
saccharine. Like sugar.
Friendship. Love and partnership. Holly,
Sorry.
don't write big words for me to read. Thank you. I can't do that. It's just like, what was Sonia saying? It's a prophylactic.
Which is a great prophylactic. I love that word. How do you say it? Prophylactic? Prophylactic.
Yeah.
Prophylactic.
But you knew what that was.
But
Holly, we love you.
Thank you, Holly. I'm glad you're enjoying the Crappie Lake and the real Schitt's Creek with both of us.
Yes.
That kind of a scenario.
And so congratulations, Holly. You now are officially Hashtag
Housebears famous. She even corrected us for the woman
No,
in
she
Doja
didn't
Cat.
correct. She helped.
She
because
helped.
we didn't know.
No, we didn't. But we did find that out.
Yeah, we
but
did.
thank you for your help.
Yeah, literally in the middle of the driving somewhere, I was like, "Woman, Doja Cat."
Yeah. I'm so happy that people are really wanting to be Housebears famous, so they're just starting to message in and be
Yes,
like, hey,
I
we
love-
don't have Apple, but this is my review.
I love the interaction.
So-
People didn't used to interact with us on social
Yeah,
media.
I'm gonna have to
so-
change that at the ending of my podcast. Like, hey, if you're on Apple, blah, blah, like, just send in whatever you want to write to us.
Yes, we love to hear from you.
Give us a cute little rating. Send us a picture with it because we don't want you lying.
Oh no! Thanks, Holly V. Before we get into this week's New York, the Housebears are getting ready to get back on the road.
Y'all,
Influencers in the wild.
Sorry, influencers in the wild.
it's gonna be busy.
And we are committed to still a weekly episode.
Yes.
We may not always get it out on, we've been doing really good since RHONY and Crappie Lake came out to get them out by the time we go to bed on Tuesday
Yeah.
of the week. So,
But I leave tomorrow, Wednesday. No, I leave. Oh yeah, we both leave Wednesday. I just
both
leave
leave
early. We're gonna be in Houston
On this
then-
Friday.
This Friday, and then Saturday I will be in Austin, Texas, dancing at Sir Rat Leather and Eagle Austin that day. The whole day, pretty much. I'll be working, and then I'm off to Chicago, August 11th. Through, I think, 14th, actually, I'm going there. So I'll be there for a good while. And
market days.
For market days. And then September, y'all. September 1st and 2nd, Bear and I will be in New Orleans for Barracuda and Furball and Southern Decadence. Yes!
Some Southern Decadence.
And then the end of September, September 21st through the 21st through the 24th, we both will be in Orlando for World Bear Weekend. And then that Monday, we're going to hang out at Universal Studios, what. And then I'm off to Nashville October 13th, and then October 20th through 22nd. I'm back in Houston.
That's plenty. That's a lot.
And then December 2nd through the 4th, all the way to Kansas City.
So, if you are going to be at any of those events, if you're going to be out in Houston this Friday and you see us out, please come say hello to us.
And if you're in Austin, come say hi to me on Saturday.
Yes. And then again, Barracuda, Furball, Southern Decadence, World Bear Weekend. Come say hi.
Yes.
Oh my god! Hi!
Come say hi. It's going to be nice and toasty, a lot warmer than it apparently is in Aaron's house in Sag Harbor. These women are freezing. I hate I love sleeping in a cold environment, but I hate waking up in a cold.
In a freezing environment, you can't, like, just getting out of, when it's so cold, you can't even get out of bed.
Yeah.
Or, like, I hate it when your comforters are too warm and it's freezing outside, but you sweat underneath.
Yes.
And so the second you get out, you freeze, and then you're just too hot.
Poor Erin can't win. I mean,
She can't.
Now the heat is broken in part of the house.
This is the last time she has ever hosted anything.
I would either. And listen, we don't need to give Jessel something else to complain about.
But she comes in heated about being so
No,
cold.
she comes in frozen.
No, she comes in heated about being cold, and she's ready to complain. Instead of doing something about it, of just saying, I just need to bundle up. Is there another bed that it's like,
Yeah,
what's going on with the
Can I
weather?
come sleep with you?
I mean, even Aaron was like, well, the heater's working downstairs, so you can take my bed. But Jess was like, no, I want to complain.
Yeah. So last night at 10:30, Jenna tried to pull a Korean Hunter
And a good Irish goodbye.
and just sneak right on out. For a good reason. She had a 6:30 a.m. call. She didn't want to interrupt the ladies, interrupt their good time, and didn't want to, raise a fuss. Hey, y'all, I'm going to leave. Because she knew that we'd be like, oh, no, we'll just be quiet. And then no one wins.
And if she did do that and go down there and be like, hey, can you guys be quiet? They would all sit there and talk hella crap about her being the old lady of the group and screw her, why is she ruining my good time?
Yeah.
I felt like the only thing she did wrong was she didn't say bye to everybody.
Yeah.
But then again,
everybody would be like, stay, we'll be quiet.
It was a no-win
So it was a
situation
no-win
for her. But Jess was like, I think she went home because she has an ocean view and wanted to wake up there. And
she's like, because Jessel's deep down, he's like, because that's what I want.
yeah, Aaron's like, oh, so now you're saying that she wanted to leave my house because my house wasn't good enough.
Which that is ridiculous.
Absolutely is. But Aaron, I keep saying poor Aaron, but she carries that throughout most of the episode, just feeling, inadequate in the eyes of these women, and especially Jenna Lyons, who they all aspire to be.
Okay, Sai is becoming my favorite.
Oh my!
Really quickly. She comes in, slides into that room and falls. But she just needs some tea. She's like, "Can I have some tea?"
Just last it off.
But she says in her thing, she's like, "Well, it's rude because her floors are so clean right now." Because she totally gets it about how ridiculous all these women are.
Yes, I'm so glad we get to know Sai this.
Oh my gosh, I love Sai
because I didn't know that I liked her as much until I got to understand who she is
before. Well, I just fell in love with her because she's just like, this is so stupid, you guys. She's so down to earth.
But at the beginning of the season, we were like, ooh, we know Bryn's going to give us all of these good sound bites. But Sai is where I've been getting all the good sound bites.
Slate all day, even on my off day.
But, there's another tragedy, you guys.
Jessel can't connect to the Wi-Fi? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, you guys.
She can't connect to anything. Crap. She can't connect to anything.
And Sai's like, can we just be grateful for this free trip that we're also getting paid for doing?
They're actually getting paid to
do
there.
this. Yeah, and it's free. But then they say Jenna was disgusted to hear that they were going to eat before they worked out. She wasn't disgusted. She just said, oh, I don't eat before I work out because I will throw up.
So here's what's stupid about it all. Because Jenna first said, I don't want to eat before I work out. Mm-hmm. Aaron decided that even though Jenna was no longer there and now no longer a part of the equation, that she still couldn't cook breakfast if she wanted to. Absolutely. You could have.
You know that Jenna's a grown woman and she's not going to eat food just because it's in front of her. You could make food for people that want to eat.
And again, Jenna wasn't even there so you could have made the food anyway.
I just feel it's so childish. I also kind of feel like Aaron's like, I just hate this trip and I want everybody just to leave me alone.
Shakshouka.
What is shakshouka?
Is a Northwest Africa dish. Maghrebi is maybe the name of the place. It's poached eggs in a sauce of tomatoes, olive oil, peppers, onion, and garlic, commonly spiced with cumin, paprika, and cayenne pepper.
Oh my God, if I ate that and then went and did cardio, I would be burping it up.
If I ate that first thing in the day, I would be sick for the rest of the day.
Because there's a lot of pepper stuff in there.
Yes.
Heat.
I belch up peppers already, and then you got cayenne pepper, and I don't eat a lot of tomatoes anyway, and then putting that acid on my stomach. I'm an old man. Can't do it.
Well, speaking of old man, let's talk about an old lady. Jenna shows up with coffee for everyone, and then everybody starts going into her about her being an old lady, about needing the music to be turned down.
And I feel like Jenna's explanation is perfectly reasonable, but Aaron 100%. even walks off going, oh, thanks about from my house not being good enough.
Sorry you hate my house. And she's just like, my glasses are going to fog up because it's so cold in here. I was like, I
know, she doesn't even...
I don't know if that was even something that she meant to say.
She didn't even know she meant to be shade.
To be shady,
but it was beautiful shade. And then we see Jessel complaining about only having one hanger.
Oh my goodness.
David, the trainer.
Oh, you're gonna. I've been waiting.
Husband.
I've been waiting for this.
You say that while you're married? Oh my God.
Holy cow. Oh my Lord!
I mean, he is.
Take me now.
Your husband is sitting.
I will be whatever you want me to be.
You're gonna have to work out.
Yes, thank God.
And cardio.
Someone who won't let me get out of it.
If you know what
I mean.
And
he said diet is 80%, so maybe he'll actually even cook for me and feed. I mean, you cook for me, but you don't cook diet food.
Hell no, I don't know how to cook diet food.
So sorry, babe.
I could cook salad. That's healthy.
I guess I'll just have to put him on my list.
Yeah, put him on your list.
On my hall pass list.
I mean, Frank's on my list. Go ahead, do it.
That's a given. I am, though, with Jenna. Like, I don't hate to work out. I actually love to lift weights, but I hate to do cardio.
Yeah, I need to eat before I go lift heavy weights, but if I eat before I go and do cardio, I will throw up everywhere.
Well, I'm also with Jenna Lyons. Like, I hate this workout, but I hate even more being naked looking when I don't do this workout.
I do have to say, Bryn showing up in that huge mafia wife's fur jacket I was living for it so hard. And the tracksuit under it, I was like, girl, you just came back from knocking somebody off for the mafia, and you went and got a Starbucks right after, and now you're here to work out.
But again, these women are this is a whole cast full of Ramonas. Nothing is good enough. She's like, well, I mean, Southampton is really where it's happening, but I guess this is okay too. I mean, where's the staff to greet me as I walk in, like, Downtown Abbey, as we refer so lovingly
Downtown
refer to
Abbey.
it. I was like, this is no one can be satisfied.
I do love that when Bryn starts flirting with David, which is, of course, she's like, I've been sore for 2 years because of you, David. I'm just like,
I was like,
I want to be sore for 2 years.
But Bryn starts flirting even harder than Uba was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Uba has already literally thrown herself into his arms.
Yeah, she's already fallen.
Literally,
she's fallen damsel in distress. Yes.
But Bryn comes up and she can't help but flirt.
She's just a master flirter. You know, there's just some people out there that just flirt and they can't control it.
Immediately, I'm like, I need to flirt with that person.
Like, it's just... It's like their charisma. It's just how it works.
Yeah. That's just the only way they know how to get through life.
But you know what is going to kill it for Uba? Is her jumping like a newborn giraffe. Like, honey, have some kind of coordination where you can actually jump.
She's just skinny. She has no core strength whatsoever.
And she's tall, too.
Yeah.
So her hair weighs more than her. So
I didn't know the reference of watching Uba jump is like watching Kendall Jenner cut a cucumber.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know that reference.
I thought you would have known.
I've never watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, me either.
Well, at least I've seen like 15 minutes of an episode.
That's why I did the giraffe analogy thingy.
But then Uba eating that banana, which we already know she loves bananas, but eating the banana in her confessional, and then acting like she's eating David.
But, you know, Uba grabs her prey. I mean, David, like, right away, as soon as the thing's over, and she's like, you're mine. Like, you and me are going to look out all the time. Sorry, Bryn.
You are everything that I like.
Yes.
So they go back inside, and Jenna and Aaron squash the little beef that they had pretty quickly, but in Aaron's confessional, she's still kind of taking it personally. Like, Jenna Lyons is the kind of person who needs more time to get to know. I'm like, what do you need? What else do you need to know about her?
It's not that that you need to get to know her. Is she needs to feel comfortable enough around you to be herself.
But we already last episode knew more about her.
I know more about her than anyone else
in the whole cast. Yeah. Sai catches up this episode.
Yes.
Bryn talks with Uba about how offended she is. That she was given a much harder time about not showing up to dinner than Jenna Lyons has been given about leaving the home into which she was invited and given personalized PJs.
I don't think Bryn has a leg to stand on with this.
These two things are
argument.
not the same. These two things are not the same at all. These two things are not the same. Plus, it feels as if Aaron and Bryn actually have a history.
Had to do.
And Aaron has a history of Bryn being shady, I'm sure, and disappointing her and hurting her feelings.
I mean, we saw it right
like
away
that.
in the beginning of the episode.
So that's a whole nother part. Like, I barely know Jenna, and so I can give her a pass, but I know from our history that you're constantly a nightmare. You know. The women come downstairs for lunch, and they are very dressed up, apparently, for the Hamptons. I would assume that you dress up for the Hamptons just because I know that's where affluent people go. But, like, they are dressed up in the khaki that they had no idea was in episode 1.
Not just one of them, 3 of them are dressed up in this khaki dream.
Y'all.
I'm like, you guys, that would have been perfect for the black,
if
gold,
I was Jenna Lyons, I would have shaded
I would have read all of them.
Like, I'm completely dumbfounded, honestly.
Every single one.
But I love it. I kind of want a khaki outfit now.
Absolutely. I have that beautiful... Never mind.
But you know what? Jenna has given me such early 2000s fashion. Remember when the girl, Von Dutch hats?
Yes.
When Von Dutch was really Buckle was really popular. All of those girls wore the oversized trucker hats.
Yeah.
Do you remember that fad?
Yes.
That's what Jenna gives
Buckle
me.
has not changed their
If you walk
design
by
at
Buckle,
all.
the placement of everything is still exactly this. The layout of the store is exactly the same.
They haven't changed their clothes.
The background is exactly the same. Every single item in there is still the same items that were there in the early 2000s.
They are still selling the same
have you guys
stitched jeans.
Like, who else has been in Buckle and has noticed that you literally time warp back in time because nothing has changed?
I mean, I guess maybe we need to give it more of a chance because it's lasted forever and it's still going. It's in every mall
listen,
you go.
I have some outfits from Buckle, honey. I definitely don't have some like jeans with some designs on them though.
So over at Page at 63 Main,
Doesn't that sound rich?
these women are dying of hunger because we couldn't make the shakshouka.
Shakshouka.
The shashuka, shashuka, shika, shika, shuka.
But apparently, I just have a feeling that Aaron just doesn't eat all that often.
That's what I kind of felt too. That's why. So whenever I go visit Dave, my ex, he eats like maybe twice a day, and it's maybe the smallest little thing. And I'm like, when are we gonna have dinner? He's like, what? I'm like, dinner.
My
We
mom-
haven't had lunch. Where's dinner?
My mom pretty much eats a bite for breakfast, eats a decent sized lunch, and that's her last meal of the day.
We're big boys. We have a lot of
know.
stuff to drag around.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Bryn's dating hack. Put all of your best nudes next to each other in your camera roll. And then just nonchalantly flip through your nudes like at a party.
Okay, how bad of an idea is this?
Well, if you're gay, that would work out pretty well.
Oh well, that's if you look through a man's phone, do not go through their pictures. You will see dick.
At a gay party,
hole,
people are pulling out their own
everything.
nudes to show.
Yeah,
each
that's
other.
all it is. But so I do have a story about this because this has happened to me with a girl. I was riding the megabus from Reno, Nevada to San Francisco. And there was the very back of the bus, there's a bench seat, so it's like 5 seats. And I was on one window. And when I made a friend from Reno to Sacramento that was also a graphic designer, and I was at the time. And we sat there and chatted the whole time. And then he moved to the other window, and I moved to the other window when we picked up people in Sacramento. And this girl came back and sat with us, and she sat in the middle seat, and she immediately started like chatting it up, blah, 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 blah. And then she stopped chatting, and I was texting my other friend over there, and I was like, dude, she is looking at her phone, pointing it right at me, and she has all of her full frontal nudes up. And she's just scrolling through them. She has her like back to me like this, so you could just. She was obviously trying to show me these.
Maybe it was Bryn.
And no, because this one she had ants crawling out of her purse, so I don't think it was Bryn. And I don't think Bryn would ever ride the megabus.
I'm not a D-list model.
But so she finally started like trying to flirt with me and stuff, and she showed me one of the pictures of her full frontal. The only thing she was wearing were high heels, and I said, "Oh, I like your shoes." And she says, "Oh, are you gay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she leans over the other direction and starts doing the nudes to the other guy, my friend, and he starts texting me. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, she's showing me full frontal nudes."
That is hysterical.
So I guess some girls do that, but I think it might be a little trashy.
I mean, and plus not safe.
No, it's not safe at all.
I love having a gay person's perspective on the show.
Me too.
We've never had it before, really. Closest thing we had was Bronwyn, and she was just a disaster anyway. But apparently lesbian dating is similar to gay dating. Like, there's not really the games. You're pretty much straightforward about what you want.
You just say what you want, yeah.
What position you like.
Exactly.
How quickly is this going to happen?
Yeah, send pictures. Like, yeah.
Can you host?
I do want to know if lesbians share private pictures to each other as much as gay guys do. Because, I mean, that's kind of like a hello.
I bet you they do boob pictures.
Maybe. I don't know. But
maybe not vagina pictures.
You did forget Jessel complaining again.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah, so when half the table gets up to pee, Jessel...
Oh, I was right there. I was getting there.
Oh, sorry. Complains about everybody getting up to have to pee. But yeah, lesbian dating, it sounds just like gay dating. Then Bryn starts talking to Aaron about the double standard.
Well, while they're in the bathroom, Bryn gets
Yeah.
Jessel on her side.
Gets Jessel on her side. Yeah. And starts talking about the double standard, about the reservation of her staying at the house or going to dinner with them, and then her staying. Like I said, the two are not the same.
Right, not at all.
It doesn't match up at all. But she does not have a leg to stand on. Jessel says you can't please everyone, and Aaron is like, "Yeah, right, Jessel. That's definitely you."
I know. I mean, Jessel. But, I mean, actually, and then we also forget, though, but Aaron's response to Bryn was, well, maybe I just like Jenna better.
I know.
And Jenna goes, it's because I'm so cute. But yeah, Jessel is impossible. We already know it. And I don't like Jessel. I don't feel like...
Oh, and then they start talking about the lingerie and explaining to Jessel about why it's so upsetting. And she says, oh, I get it. Okay, I could see why that's bad. And still doesn't apologize.
She's like, Jenna, thank you so much for your gift. I would be more than willing to exchange it for something that I like better.
I mean, are you kidding me? Okay. Jennifer Aiden is a lot like Jessel.
I thought that same thing. I do see of resemblance.
She sees a monetary itemizations of everything.
Yeah.
Is that right? Monetization.
I'll take it. We'll take it. Well, Jenna Lyons explains that her friend made this lingerie, which we were confused about.
We were confused about.
That up. And Jessel was disrespectful, and then Jessel just concedes, which is good. Bren, we got weird things with Bren. For one thing, she gives a weird analogy about killing dogs. Then a random story about don't touch other people's thermostats. Bren, I kind of saw in episode 1 that she might end up being the one that just tries too hard, and she's already showing that.
Well, I think she's the youngest of all of them, too.
And then Uba was really just confused through the whole entire thing. It was like, I feel like I've been watching a French movie the whole entire time.
I want to see Uba and Sai do a Crappie Lake. Do an esque of Crappie Lake.
I think that would be hysterical.
That's what I'm into.
So before we go back to Aaron's house and play Two Truths and a Lie,
and dress up.
how about if we take a quick break?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Where'd everybody go? This place really cleared out.
And we're back.
Back at Aaron's, Sai and Uba are just really tired of Jenna dressing down. They've all come with their finest attire for dinner.
And I love it. It's kind of like in those 90 movies where the shy, nerdy girl at high school, and all of a sudden she takes off her glasses and she's hot and popular, you know?
Right. When the irony of it is she's a fashion mogul.
Yeah.
And then too, I just saw on social media her looks from the Met Gala over the years and stuff like that. She definitely has a style that she sticks with.
I mean, she's dressing up and she comes out dressed up really nicely.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
She's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I like, again, that perspective of I spent so many years dressing to men's standard of beauty. Mm-hmm. I want to dress to my standard of beauty.
Yeah.
I get it. But these women dress up for dinner.
Yeah, I wonder if Jenna's going to change her her outlook on her outfits later on through the seasons. I like the way she dresses in just jeans and a hat and stuff, but I don't know.
I need to take lessons, truthfully.
I think all housewives...
they are going to be going to galas and stuff like that.
I think all housewives have an evolution once they've seen themselves on TV.
Jenna Fessler.
All of them. All of them. I think they're all dressed quite beautifully, except I don't love what Jessel is wearing. She's complaining about not having a sexy image, and then she's wearing this big oversized outfit.
Yeah.
Thick outfit. I mean, it has cutouts on the side, but it's not sexy.
Sai looks great.
Yeah, she wore the lingerie that Jenna Lyons gave her.
It's hot.
Yeah, I like the Jenna Lyons.
Like a black lingerie with a black blazer. That looks hot on any woman, I feel.
And I like that Jenna Lyons is like, not only did she wear the gift, but she celebrated the gift.
Yes.
Yes, Sai, we're loving you more and more and more.
Nice nipples.
Oh, that chef, it's a very seafood based dinner. I can tell.
I can't do ceviche.
I wrote ceviche. Yuck. I've tried it one time and I almost threw up. Like I did throw up out of my mouth, but I didn't throw up out of my belly.
It's a texture thing.
It's not just a texture thing. It's a taste. It literally tastes like a fish market. Like that's exactly what it tastes like to me.
So I have some friends who really eat a lot of seafood, and they're totally into the ceviche.
I get it. Some people are into it. It's too seafoody for me.
Well, that is not a lie. They get into two truths and a lie.
Yes.
Erin's truths are that she had sex in a car. She had sex in a senator's office, which she made the mistake of calling her husband about while the kids were in the car. Mm-hmm. And the lie is that she had sex in a Knicks game. When Bryn's like, everyone's had sex in a Knicks game. Sai's truth is that she's done threesomes. She likes to be choked out. And her lie is that she's given multiple hand jobs at the same time.
Ugh, people that like to be choked out are weird.
I know, weirdo.
I love to be choked out.
But I love that out of all of these things, like the most crude of them was giving multiple hand jobs at the same time. And that's not the one that people assumed was the lie.
I know.
It's like on Romy Michelle's high school reunion, when she's like, how did you get the car? She's like, well, I gave blowjobs at the shop all day, jokingly. And she's like, well, while you were doing that, this was the same thing. Like, you all didn't think that, you all thought she was such a freak that she's just giving hand jobs
left and right? Literally left and right? Oh my gosh.
Bryn the cowgirl.
Yeah, she has a very reversed cowgirl theme.
She has reverse cowgirled a professional athlete.
She has
probably at a Knicks game.
She has reverse cowgirled herself into stardom.
Right. She has reverse cowgirled a Saudi prince.
Get in.
I feel like she's lying about that.
Yeah.
She has not reverse cowgirled a U.S. governor. All of these women chose sex. All of them.
Well, I think it was supposed to be sex themed.
Oh, well, Jenna Lyons did have sex in a movie theater. She has had a boyfriend fall asleep on her during sex. She has not herself fallen asleep during sex.
How do you stay hard and if you're falling asleep? I mean, you gotta be really tired and
drunk. When you're in your 20s, the wind blowing can keep you hard. Uba has had sex in a Virgin airline. She has had sex in Central Park, but has not had sex in a Zara. Why in the world, out of all the stores you choose, Zara?
I do love a Zara.
I know, but we're not.
That's
random. We're not, and that's like an equivalent of an H&M. And if I'm a Real Housewife, I'm probably going to be like Versace or something
I had
like that.
Sex at a Gucci store.
Yes, Zara.
I had sex in an Anchor Blue.
Jessel made out with a well-known rapper. She also had a popsicle stuck up her vagina. She did not have sex in the elevator at the Soho House.
I feel like it getting stuck in there. Like sometimes when you put something like an ice cube on your tongue or on your lip, it gets stuck on your lip or whatever.
So
or like you stick
I
your
don't
tongue to
think
a pole.
she really meant to say stuck as in I couldn't get it back out.
Yeah.
I think she meant stuck up in there.
Oh, okay.
Like she had a popsicle inserted into her vagina.
Okay.
I think that's what she meant. What she meant.
Okay.
But it wasn't with Pavan.
I know, because Erin, while everyone else is talking stuff, Erin's like, so what flavor was it? Like, was it a rocket pop? Was it?
Jenna Lyon's like, that doesn't sound very sanitary. I don't know. Sounds like a yeast infection waiting to happen as far as I'm concerned.
Like a glory hole?
Oh, gosh.
So we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie, but there's a twist. In order for you, listeners, to find out which is the lie, you have to check out on our social media.
Yes.
And to find us on our social media, you have to wait until the end of the episode when I tell you what our social media is.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to give you 2 truths and a lie. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Where's my popsicle?
After this episode.
What's your 2 truths and a lie?
I just stuck with the sex theme.
Yeah, me too.
I have had sex with someone whose name I couldn't remember.
You slut.
I have had sex with someone who passed out in the middle of it, a la Jenna Lyons. And I once had to sign an NDA before having sex with someone.
I mean, you're on the Housewives now.
I'm very disturbed, but yet intrigued.
So,
Who knows?
to find out,
You did have a life before me, which was annoying.
right?
Okay, so check out our socials. Mine. Okay. I stayed with the sex theme as well. Okay. I once got a happy ending after a massage.
Of course you did. And you probably asked for it, you slut.
I had sex in a van on the side of the street.
In a van down by
No,
the
it wasn't.
river.
No, it wasn't down by the river. It was on the side of a street. I am classy. Thank you. I'm not gutter trash. And then my final one. I've had sex with a teacher in a classroom.
I know I'm about to get spanked.
A+.
I did graduate.
So, to find out what we're lying about, check us out on our social media.
Yeah, throw in your guesses, y'all.
You can't Google it like Uba did to find out articles about not. Or I think it was actually encouraging you to stick popsicles up your vagina.
No, I think it was to not.
I couldn't remember. But it sounded like it's a way to stay cool. So outside after dinner, the lighting of the fire pit is so classic Housewives.
Oh, yes. I just love Sai. She's just like, give me a match.
Oh my
give
god!
me a match.
Sai's
I'm gonna
ready to
light
blow
this
the
up.
place up.
Yeah, I know. You don't care.
That's how it worked when we were a kid. You throw a match in the oven lights up. You know, it works.
Yeah, it's still the same.
It has to be the same.
It's the same concept.
Aaron's like, please don't blow up.
And the whole time, Bryn is just like, that's your face. You're going to blow your face out. That face is money.
So they finally, after poor Abe trying to help them troubleshoot this.
and dodge Bryn's flirting.
Advances, yes. They exchange the tank, and hallelujah, they have fire with no help from Jenna Lyons.
Thank you, Jenna Lyons.
She's smart. She's the smart one.
She's just, there's still so much loosening up she needs to be around
But
this lady.
she's logical, also.
She's just very, she's not antisocial. It's just she's not used to socializing with people that's not in a business aspect, it looks like.
I think she's a smart one. She's like, it looks like they're going to blow it up.
She
I'm
didn't
just
even
gonna
know
hang
what they were
back
doing.
here.
She didn't even know what they were doing. She was just in there on her phone by herself.
Well, I support it. She's less smart than Bryn, who can't open up the refrigerator door.
This would be me. Like, I would be
Siri?
staring, I'd be like, Siri? Alexa, are you there? Can you
Someone?
open this? But yeah, it's one of those push doors. I'm like, okay, I get it. Alexa, be quiet. Keeps always talking back.
She's listening. So I think so Bryn brings out sake in dollar store cups, sippy cups. Sounds like the perfect way to drink sake. And Jenna and Aaron are like, oh my god, I love the dollar store. And I do love a Dollar Tree. I don't like a dollar store, I like a Dollar Tree. Which are now $1.25.
It is a lot funner to do it as an adult when it wasn't your childhood memories.
Yeah,
you know?
for
Because when
sure.
it's your childhood memories, you're like, wow, I'm poorer than everybody in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it wasn't a treat
At my
to go
school.
to the dollar store. It was
Yeah.
like we didn't have any other choice but go to the
But
dollar store.
exactly.
So we really learn a lot about Sai here and really where she came from.
She was the new girl multiple times at
Yeah,
school.
she moved around a lot.
That's hard.
And I just kind of love the story about the dollar store Christmas tree.
I do too.
Up on the speaker, I knew exactly what speaker
Me
she
too.
was talking
Like the big
about.
brown wood cased one. Yeah.
Yes, with the presents stacked up against
it.
the speaker. It was a great visual. It was a great story, a great storytelling moment. But she moved out when she was 16.
Moved to Brooklyn. But I just love it that she's like, I dreamed it. I wasn't going to settle for what I had right now.
I got a job at Sears.
I just kept on looking forward. She just kept on going forward. Keep going.
They kicked me out of college because I couldn't afford it, but I stayed.
I kept going forward, honey.
So it was really good to get to know her, and now I appreciate a lot of her decisions and a lot of who she is. Now
because a lot of people think of social media influencer as just influencer. You get that kind of bad taste in your mouth about, oh, you're an influencer.
Yeah, right, yeah. But you make that $1 million, girl.
Girl, she's making a lot. I mean, if she's taking pictures in those outfits that she's wearing right now, that's a lot of money.
And you don't seem like a bad person.
No, she's fun. I'm. And apparently Bryn grew up poor as well. So I guess we're going to be hearing about, like, the next episode. It seems like Bryn's going to drop a bombshell about her past.
Yeah.
It looks like it shakes all the women. Like, even Jenna is, like, crying.
Yeah. Well, the only way better to end this episode is to find out that Jenna Lyons is actually going to spend the night.
Out of nowhere. And
like, we also find out that she does not have an ocean view.
No, she doesn't. Are y'all ready to go take care of some business?
I can't believe it's happening.
Yes, these Luann and Sonia are so proud of themselves in this episode, and they're so happy that they feel like they did something good, that it's just, gosh, it's my favorite half hour of television every week. And a half hour is perfect, easily consumable.
It's easy. It's so much easier to write about
Crappie Lake so much. I'm going to be so sad that it's over.
Because it really is reminiscent of A Simple Life, and A Simple Life really did it well. And I really, really hope that...
And Schitt's Creek. Like, it really brings it all together.
I really, really hope that this producer keeps finding different pairs, or even staying with Luann and Sonia, but finding different pairs to do this in different cities.
That are so
because
likable.
It works.
Yeah, it's hard to find two that are so likable.
That's why I want to see Sai and Uba do it.
Yeah, but I don't know. They might be a little bit too high maintenance. I think Sai could probably do it, but they.
But that's the thing. You want somebody out of their element, and you want somebody in their element. Yeah. You want somebody that's like kind of responsible, and you want a mess up as well with them, because that works. You can't have two people the same.
I have read that the producer said that Sonia and Luann were not high maintenance at all.
I'm sure they weren't.
Isn't that lovely to hear, though?
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't.
So we're at day 16 at 10:30 a.m. The motel housekeepers are sick.
Yeah.
So Luann and Sonia are going to give Akash a hand.
Sonia has never seemed so much like us.
Oh my gosh.
She has never seemed more entitled in my life. Like, I'm like, Sonia, do you know this sounds bad?
I know, the tone here, girl. But I love that they're cleaning, what's his name, Rick, the guy she hooked up with. They're cleaning his room.
Oh, no, I think he just stayed in there one night.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess. Well, anyways, like, Sonia does not know how to
professionals.
I have professionals that make my bed.
Those are called interns, honey. Those are not called professionals.
I was like, you don't need a professional. But then I thought, in New York and Beverly Hills and those sorts of places, are there professional bed makers?
No,
that would like fold it the way you want it, have a little like cute little doll thing stuffed or whatever, and also like scent it as well.
That could be just the responsibility of a housekeeper,
or just a human, like a adult.
Yeah, or
Listen, I don't make the bed unless I have to. I'm just going to get in it again later tomorrow.
I like a made bed, but I don't do it every day. Sonia dumps the garbage twice.
She's making a bigger mess.
Why would we think that Sonia or Luann could really? I guess.
Luann could.
I really believe that Sonia could make a bed or clean a hood. Have you seen her room?
Disgusting.
Why are you asking, Sonia?
And then they find the bed bug spray.
The prophylactic.
Which it's not a prophylactic, honey. That's a condom.
But it is a protectant.
Okay.
From bugs. From sperm.
I would say it kills them, but doesn't put a layer between you and them.
But that,
now they're going to get, people going to get poisoned.
I People,
from rolling around on that bedspread.
their bare skin is going to touch it, and their face is going to touch it on the pillows. I always wonder, like, especially in A Simple Life, did the producers, like, especially in the milk scene in A Simple Life, did the producers pay off what they damaged? Because they couldn't have given that out to people to drink. There was contaminants.
They have to.
I mean, and like this scene right here, they had to have gone back in and been like, we have to wash all these sheets and do it again.
Yeah.
Behind their backs.
Or the pool table that Nicole dropped bleach on.
Yes, like I always feels
certainly.
like a wonder.
That has to be.
Yeah, because it's like you're filming somebody contaminating food or beds with poison.
I mean, it could potentially affect your own salary, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Anywho, over at the very unsexy animal shelter. I think she didn't thought the name Animal Control wasn't sexy. Is that what it was? Or just the space wasn't sexy?
I think it was the name because she said,
Animal control, that's not sexy.
what do you want it called? Like Animal Staging Fierce Righteousness or something?
Yes, that's exactly.
Fierce Righteousness Center for Animals?
Yes. Please open. Please open that. I'll work there. I'll play with all of the animals fiercely and righteously.
Okay, this is going to be a long
You know what?
episode.
The mayor is very fierce and passionate about the animal shelter. He is fierce about
his little puppy.
Osborne Earl Smith Condrix.
Are you sure you're not gay, Mayor?
No one's sure.
That's 4 names. That's 4. I mean, that's how many names I give you.
Right. Sonia and Luann give the dog Charlie a bath and express his anal glands.
What?
Did you think it was going to go well?
What? Wait, what?
You knew that happened, though, right?
Anal glands?
Yeah.
No.
You do have to, oftentimes with dogs, you have to, what's called, express their anal glands because they get build up, I guess.
I have had multiple dogs and I've never heard that in my life.
I don't know if groomers necessarily do it or if vets do it or both do it. I'm not sure, but it wasn't unfamiliar
That was
to me.
disgusting, and I want to pass this side up really quick. So they give the dog a bath, period.
I love that Sonia is wearing a Bearcat Pride t-shirt, and I wanted to look up and see if maybe their like high school mascot was the Bearcats, and she was wearing their local mascot. I just thought that was endearing for some reason.
That is endearing.
I hope it was from like their local high school or something.
We have a local high school here called Hunter High School, and I want their stuff just because it says Hunter on there.
I love how Sonia loves to really speak definitively about Luann. Like,
Oh my
Sonia,
God.
she knows Luann better than anyone else. She's like, Luann loves attention. Luann always has to pee. Luann loves a ribbon cutting.
Yeah,
Like,
Luann loves a dog run. Like, I wrote that too down further somewhere. I wrote that exact same
she
thing.
loves to really speak about what she knows
Knows about Luann. Like, why? What is
It's
this?
so funny.
What
I don't
is
know.
happening?
I'm glad that you caught that too. Luann, you know Lou.
It's gonna.
You know Lou. Whenever she lands, she has to pee.
I think I probably wrote it after the ribbon cutting because she said it again.
Yeah,
about
she's
the
like, Lou loves a ribbon cutting.
I'm just like, who are you?
Who is this bitch? Who is this bitch? Why is she here? Why is she here?
Are you her like marketeering this person? This is crazy.
They go to the Dairy Queen. We don't have a Dairy Queen too terribly close.
We have an Arctic Circle.
Yeah, Arctic Circle.
like.
I do like Arctic Circle, but nothing can replace a
They
Blizzard.
order so much stuff.
And it sounds like Luann is lactose intolerant as well. I hope she's taking
I
medicine.
think they both are.
Well, true.
But Sonia Haskin, after ordering like a pound of dairy ice cream, she says, "Is your whipped cream soy-based?"
No, that's before. She first asked first, is it soy-based whipped cream? And Luann's like, Sonia, when in Illinois, do as Illinoisans.
We're in Benton, girl.
So
they don't know what soy is.
She's like, okay, so I'll have a chocolate and vanilla swirl cone dipped in chocolate and a banana split with chocolate sauce. And oh my God, she immediately
Sonia's
starts
like-
farting. I did not want to know that Luann once destroyed a mattress.
I just can't
Luann
listen to
once destroyed a mattress
crap the whole thing.
due to dairy.
Sonia loves dairy. But I can't listen to Sonia talk about pooping and pooping in the lake and farting.
But you know what? Dogs should be able to poop outside.
Oh my God.
And so people, crap in Crappie Lake, we need to make sure that we're saving the animals here, you all.
I love it that they're on the back of a truck eating ice cream and they're gonna save the animals.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't it sound like the start to a movie?
Yes, yes. Well, it is, because the next scene is that scene in The Sweetest Thing when Christina Applegate and Cameron Diaz go into that little store to buy a new outfit for
And they do
wedding.
the outfit changes.
Yes, that's what this scene is. Sue's
Yeah.
is that store, but it actually seems a lot nicer.
Oh, but Sonia cannot be silent about how overpriced everything is.
She's a
there.
cheapskate. She is a cheapskate. So Sonia thinks that people raise prices just because she's in town.
She's convinced. She's convinced that people will do that and have done it to her in the past.
Yes, but listen, Luann will find a statement necklace in any store that doesn't even sell statement necklaces. Like, she will hunt down a statement necklace.
That green statement necklace matches your job outline and everything.
And then the trying on the wigs. That's where I feel like it was like the trying on of the clothes. And the
Oh
Sweetest
yeah,
Thing.
yeah. I love that they need more clothes because they're running out of clothes.
I know.
Didn't you guys bring 10
You can't wear the same thing on camera twice.
Well, that's true. And plus, they're getting changed multiple times in the day.
Because it's so hot and they don't want to be sweaty.
And they have different events to go to.
Yeah, yeah. So I love that Luann's wig looks great on her, but it looks kind of like her hair from earlier seasons. But it does look great on her.
It looks cute. I like it.
Brian O'Connor from Swing Kingdom, the playground company, calls. They have a playground, and they are so excited about it. But I was so funny that Luann's like on the phone and turns to the ladies working there. So we didn't think we were going to get the playground, but now we're going to get the playground, and we're just like really so excited about getting the playground. And like narrating to these women who...
They're like, what?
Right.
We have a playground?
Who are you again?
But, I mean, Luann's not going to pay for any of this stuff here right now. She's basically robbing this place, and I'm ready for her to verbally threaten some Benton police.
Yeah, she is.
Because she's just like, I don't have my credit card. Can I just come back?
I'm good for it.
I'm good. I swear I'll come back.
This is like that
That's
season
small
of The
town.
Simple Life where they had to raise their own money and they stole food and had to beg and borrow.
Oh my
money at the
gosh!
Burger King.
Yes.
Craig, poor Craig. He is exhausted by these women, but he's now in love with them.
I love it that he's like complaining a little bit. He's like, gosh, they work so hard and they're working me to death. But which I like. I'm a workaholic. I mean, he's just so simple, like hardworking man.
Craig belongs to the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a sweet guy. But I love it that he fits right in with those two girls now.
I know. See, he judged them very harshly.
He
in the
said rich,
beginning.
entitled girls.
So the playground arrives, but not before Luann backs into the dead
end sign.
Why are you parking in front of the dead end sign in the first place, Luann?
Is this a bad omen? But have you noticed Luann is the only one that has driven this entire time, just like Paris Hilton was the only one that drove in
That's
Simple
probably
Life.
smart. That's probably smart. I love Sonia taking the sexy pic of Craig as he's pushing the dead end with a dead end sign.
Okay.
The totally snatched playground is here.
This is a totally snatched playground.
Okay, so Lee Messerman, Lieneman. Okay, gay?
I don't know.
I kind of got a
Hard to
good
say.
gay vibe from him.
It's hard to say.
Especially when it's like, we've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah, I get a little bit of a gay vibe from him, but I don't want to out him here on our nationally broadcast podcast.
Well, Sometimes I'm real, and I say some real
Oh
shit
my
from time to
God.
time.
I mean, feel a room, bitch.
This playhouse has solar panels for air conditioning.
For air conditioning.
But who is stupid enough to put screens in the window for a playhouse? Those screens are going to last one day.
Why?
Because kids will break right through them immediately.
They don't do it at their house.
Well, and they're not in a tiny little room the size of the hot closet.
Listen, I've only seen 3 kids the entire time I've watched this show, so I think you'll be fine. Like, literally, I've only seen 3 children.
Not a whole lot. Back at Animal Control, there is a scene of Luann listening to Feeling Jovani in her truck, and that was that's probably my favorite moment.
Oh, I forgot when you said that it was Snatched. This playground is snatched, fierce, work girl, boots the playhouse down, death drop into heaven, snatched, honey, ochre.
It sure is. It sure is. But while Luann is at Animal Control, Sonia is watering the flowers with her coffee.
Okay, is that something we don't know about? That coffee might be good for plants?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
But since Sonia's doing it, I don't have
Sonia not knowing better.
I don't have a good idea.
My iced coffee has mostly melted, so I'm just going to.
It's mostly water now, but it's brown.
I love that Sonia and Luann are just going to pay for the fence themselves.
Me too.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with throwing money at a solution.
Well, and also, all these people that are on this show are making them money right now. Yeah. So might as well. They make enough money. They're making it. They're having fun doing this and making money.
We'll just record a few cameos.
How much is it? Like $500?
We should get actually, I have purchased a Sonia cameo before. Maybe I should now get a Luann cameo to help pay for the fence at the Benton.
Oh, I don't think it's going back for the Benton.
I love when Sonia calls the fencing company. She's like, "Hi, this is Sonia and Luann." Like they're supposed to know who she is. But anyhow. So the fence is going to be open before the open house on Saturday.
Yay.
Hooray. Before Luann and Sonia leave. We get to playground ribbon cutting day.
Oh, but those cats have claimed the playground.
Oh yeah, they have.
It is no longer for children. The cats have now. Ground. It is a cat ground.
It is a cat ground. Holy ground, if you will.
A very holy ground.
Luann is so emotional today. I mean, she is so emotional.
She has not gotten any dick in so long. She is just an emotional wreck. She cannot keep her composure.
But the mayor makes the mistake of asking Luann to cut the ribbon. And
girl. Here we go. It's like me when I talk about this podcast. Because, this podcast is like a ship.
No, don't even try. It's so long. Everyone, even the mayor at one point is like, yeah, okay, practically, cut her off. And she keeps on going.
Somebody's like, can somebody play the walk-off music? Can somebody please?
They all look like anxious.
I know. And then they're like, it's hot out here, I'm on a lunch break. Can I please wrap this up?
But the people at the town are real sweet. They're like, you know what, we gave up on this dream. We really didn't think this was a dream.
2 years of trying to wait for something that's ridiculous.
And I love that they really came through. Even Craig gets emotional because it's in the neighborhood.
Oh, it was the neighborhood he grew up in, and he's retiring, so he's like glad to give something back, and he starts to choke up.
It's so sweet.
Craig! Gone. Craig!
Men are allowed to cry, Craig.
Yes,
let
Craig.
it out.
Let it out. Craig.
Let it out, Craig. Just let it happen. It'll be like that episode of Friends when Brad Pitt is that guest episode, and that bald whatever. And she says, let it out. He keeps crying, he keeps crying, he keeps crying, and he won't stop crying.
Okay, well, someone who listens will know exactly who you're talking about.
It's not really... He was dead the whole time.
Oh, Bruce Willis. Oh, yes. Bruce Willis cries too much. Yeah.
When he doesn't cry because he's too manly, but then he starts crying and he can't stop. That'll be what happens with Craig. I am so sorry, you guys. That was such a long trek.
Yeah.
To that.
Too late, I'm not going back.
But I loved it that you got... He was dead the whole time. That's how much we know each other so well.
Right? If they leave Luann in that tire, she's going to be dead.
She was dead the whole time. Yeah, she really gets stuck in there too, man.
I need help.
That was fun, y'all. That was fun. So don't forget to check out our socials to find out what our lie was. On Facebook and Instagram, we are The Real Housebears. On Twitter, we are Real Housebears. And you can email us at therealhousebears@gmail.com.
And if y'all leave a 5-star rating somewhere, but there's nowhere to leave a review, please just send us a cute little review on our message, and we will make you #HousebearsFamous. But if there is a rating and a review section, like in Apple, please leave it, and we will find it, and we will make you #HousebearsFamous.
I'm gonna fix the verbiage of that one.
I don't talk when you do yours. And you can also buy merchandise at Real Housebears. redbubble.com. I can do it.
Oh, I thought you were asking for help.
No. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, you can also watch us on Spotify and YouTube. And apparently you could watch me like fix my beard and my hair the whole time, because apparently all I do is through the whole episode is touch my beard and my hair, which I stayed away from a lot today, but now I can't handle it, and now I have to just get it all
Well,
out.
good thing you got it out before the episode was over. Have a great week, y'all.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Let's make sure that the microphone is working.
Microphone. Oop. Oop.
I'm sure that sounds lovely.
Oop. Microphone, are you okay?
Am I in the frame?
Is everybody? No, you're not in frame. Of course you're not in frame.
Scoot over.
You scoot over. I think it's been checked.
Oh.